And, some things transpired. And one day he wanted to have a conversation with me. And it caught me off guard. Like, can I talk to you, Dad? Yeah, what's up? I have something I want to tell you. Okay, what's up? It's important. Okay? It's serious. Can you please sit down? How far along is she? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Don't be scaring me, dude. What's about us? Okay. What's up? He tells me, can you please stop making fun of me? And when he said it, I felt it because I knew how hard it was for him to bring that up. And I said, how long have you felt this way? My whole life. Have you ever tried to bring this up in the past? Yeah. What did I say? You told me to put on deodorant. It worked. Look, Frankie, I didn't know how to be a dad, okay? It was one of those things where I just knew there were certain things I didn't want to do. I knew that I never wanted to yell at you, and I knew for a fact that I never wanted to hit you. So I did the best thing I could do with what I knew how to do. I made fun of you. That's called shaming. This year, look, if you don't want me to do any more stories or jokes or just make fun, I understand. It's one of those things where I didn't want to make him feel bad, and I don't want to feel bad making him. You know what I mean? So I said, look, I'm gonna let the audience know that we spoke, and so that they understand why moving forward in the future there will be no more stories about Frankie. Why is that important? Because if I don't explain why I stopped talking about you, they're gonna think you died. I don't want them to think you died either. So gave him a big hug, reminded him how much I love him, because I love him very much. And I hope he knows that. I think that a lot of the issues and frustrations we've had for a while now have a lot to do with the fact that I am no longer with his mom. I don't want you guys to think that all of a sudden I'm going to start doing jokes about her. I'm not. I have absolutely nothing bad to say about the woman I was with for almost 14 years. Okay? Nothing bad, nothing negative, nothing derogatory, nothing short of awesome. Nothing short of good vibes, okay? I have nothing bad to say about her. And not just because I signed a piece of paper that said I wouldn't say anything bad, but because at the end of the day, that is still my son's mom, and I need to make sure she continues to support me being his dad. So you got to keep it cool. A lot of things have been happening over the years. This past year, I had the opportunity to be on a reality show, and things kind of worked out a little weird. But hey, all I can say is the winner is the winner, and he did what he did, and he got what he got. But hey, this ain't bad for 6th place, is it? Huh? Yeah, I'm not the last comic standing, but I'm the only one with a Comedy Central special. I know my mom is here tonight. She's like, "Míralo, este pinche ego." Bye. I love my mom. She's over here, you guys. Just say hi to her. Mom. Right there. That little woman made me. And she tells everybody, no, he came out of here. Ay, no, hombre, this is the road to success. She is not shy. She cracks me up, though, man, because she likes what I do because it's working, but she still doesn't get the jokes. It's not that she doesn't speak English because she speaks perfect English. She just doesn't see me as a comedian. She sees me as her son. I can't tell her a joke because then she questions it and kills it, right? I can tell her something like, Mom, why'd the chicken cross the road? And I'll get, who let out the chicken? It's a joke.
It's no joke, baboso. You know how much I paid for those chickens?
Never mind.
No, you never mind.
It's cool though, man. She's seen me do a lot of things. A lot of people say, well, you gave your mom a shout out. What about your dad? Well, he's not in the picture. My father, I'm gonna put some beans out there. My father was a mariachi. I swear to God, dude, he's one of those straight up, And my mom hooked up with him about 30 plus years ago one night, and 9 months later, tan tan, and I came out. And so I have a vague memory of my father. I knew him until I was about, maybe 4 years old, and then apparently they got the band back together, and he took off. And I don't remember exactly what he looks like. And sometimes I'll take my mom out to dinner, and I'll go, Mom, just, I don't mean to bug you about this, but, what does he look like? Do you have any photos or anything I can get an idea and stuff? And my mom, she's funny. She grabs the hot sauce.
He looks like that. No. That's funny, ¿verdad? Eso está funny, ¿verdad? Just like that.
Those of you that don't know, there's a picture of a mariachi on a bottle of hot sauce. I stopped going to Disneyland a long time ago because you know what? Those roller coasters are not fluffy friendly. Disney cares. That's why there's safety there. They have all those different harnesses. And if you're over 300 pounds, just stay in the parking lot. Because they got the whole, You're fluffy? Forget it. That's why I love a ghetto-ass carnival. Those ones they build in like 6 hours? I could still ride those roller coasters. It's only 1 bar, 3 clicks, that's it. If it locks, good. If it doesn't, hold on. Plus, fluffy people never fall. We never fall. You know who falls? The skinny guy that got stuck next to us. That's who. More room. But me and Disney, no mas. But I had to because I messed up. I fell asleep on the couch and I woke up all, and Frankie was watching TV. He goes, look, Gabriel, look, Disneyland. And I was like, dude, what's the big deal? Okay, it's Disneyland. What, you never gone? My dad never took me. Oh, motherfucker. Next morning. Welcome to the magical world of Disney. We walk in the park. He's all happy. We get into the middle of the park. And it's so funny. He starts getting winded. I thought it was hysterical. Because up until then, I only saw myself get like that, So to see a little 10-year-old version of hysterical, I was dying. I go, Frankie, you want to take a break? Mm-hmm. Gabriel, this park is big. I'm like, see? It's not a small world after all. Like, whatever, dude, sit out. So we're sitting down, waiting. All of a sudden, I start getting recognized at Disneyland. And that for me was cool. People are walking by. Fluffy, can we take a picture? Sure. More people. It's him. It's that guy. Pikachu. Now I have like 10 people around me like I'm a new character at the park. Best part is Frankie starts getting annoyed. He's like, why don't they leave you alone? Frankie, these are the people that come to the shows. They're the reason why you have a PlayStation. Thank you. Go here and I'll start taking the pictures. So I told Frankie, what ride are you going to get on? Ride? Yeah. What ride do you want to get on? I don't want to get on a ride. What the hell are we doing at Disneyland? The commercial said that Disneyland is the happiest place on earth. Oh my God. That's IHOP. The hell are we doing here? I love him very much. My son is going on 25 years now. He's 24 years old. Frankie is 24 years old. Yeah, thank you for clapping. He's still at the house. I did an interview recently, and someone was asking me questions about my son. They said, Gabriel, you've always mentioned your son in your specials. Can we look forward to a new story coming out? And I said, not really a new story so much as, because my son is doing his own thing now. He's doing his own thing. He's got his own life, and that's awesome. I do, however, still have stories from the past that I never told. And he goes, well, do tell. I said, okay, my favorite story is actually probably the first one. In 2007, when I first got him, some of you know he's technically my stepson, but I've never liked saying stepson. He is my son. Yeah. He is my son or my aftermarket child. No gray area. Anyway, it's 2007, and for some reason, I'm home on Halloween. Now, here's the thing. As a comedian, I have signed up to perform 365 days a year. There is no sacred day for me. I work on Christmas Day. I work on New Year's Eve, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, birthdays, holidays, special occasions, no matter what. My mom told me, si hay trabajo, hay que trabajar. You got to work. Especially if you got a good job, you don't want no one to take it. So if you're going to go for it, give it everything. So the fact that I'm not working on Halloween is super rare. And so my son's mom is like, she's like, I think this is so cool that you're home today. Since this is Frankie's first year where it's just the three of us, how about this? How about tonight, you take him trick-or-treating and I'll stay home and give out candy. This way, it'll give the two of you an opportunity to get to know each other, have some conversations, have some laughs. What do you think? I said, baby, you know what? That's a great idea. I love it. I love it. Okay, I'm on it. Frankie, come on. We're going trick-or-treating. What about my mom? She's going to stay home. Yay. So we get in the car. And I take Frankie to that neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? That neighborhood that gives out the Costco candies? Yeah. So we park the car and we start going up the street. And I'm not wearing a costume. I'm there for him. So he's dressed up for your Halloween. I'm just me. So some of the doors we knocked on, the people freaked out. One guy was like, the Fluffy. I'm like, oh my God, I've never been referred to as the Fluffy. I didn't know what to say. It is I. One door we knocked on, they opened the door, they're like, oh my God, you're famous. I was like, ah. We go all the way up, we cross the street, we come all the way back. By the time we get to the car, the bucket is overflowing with candy, okay? So we get back to the house, and it hasn't even been an hour. We walk in, and Frankie's mom is pissed. She's like, the hell is this? I go, what? I thought I told you to take him trick-or-treating. I go, I did. Look, show the score. The whole point of you taking him trick-or-treating wasn't to get candy. The hell you say? What was the point? The point was for the two of you to spend time together, have some laughs, have some conversations, get to know one another. You're not going to do that in an hour. Can you please, for me, take them out one more time for at least an hour? Baby, I get it. Don't even worry about it. I got it. So I said, Frankie, come on. Dump out your bucket. Round two. So we go outside. We get in the car. I don't want to go door to door again. So I said, I got an idea. I take Frankie to Walmart. We get to Walmart, and Frankie goes, what are we doing here? I got it, watch. We walk in. I said, grab a cart. Follow me. And I lead Frankie all the way to the candy section. Well, as soon as we get to the candy section, I stopped the cart. And I got in Frankie's face, and I said, Frankie, you have exactly 30 seconds to grab as much candy as you can. Ready? Go! And he froze. I said, dude, clock's ticking. You better move. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my So he grabs a bag, looks at it, throws it in the cart. Grabs a second bag, looks at it, throws it in the cart. Grabs a third bag, and on the third bag, time! And it was the first time I heard him go, shit! Because he knew he wasted that golden opportunity those first few seconds. So we get to the car, I rip open the 3 bags, I dump them out in his bucket, and I tell him, look, Frankie, when we get home, you cannot tell your mom that we went to Walmart. Why not? Because she's going to say that we cheated trick-or-treating. But it's better. I know it's better. So we get home, and of course now it's a different tone. She's like, there you are. Did you guys have a good time? We had a great time, baby. We had a good time, huh, Frankie? That's good. Frankie, give me your candy. Why, Mom? Because I need to go through your candy to make sure it's safe for you to eat. Why wouldn't it be safe? It all came from... Cállate, pendejo. Cállate. Cállate, cabrón. Cállate. He almost took down the empire, you know what I'm saying? So he hands over the bucket, and she grabs it and immediately dumps it out on the table right in front of us. She notices, you know. There's a lot of the same candy right here. A lot of the same candy. Can you explain why there's so much of the same candy in Frankie's bucket? I don't know what to tell you, baby. There's a lot of basic bitches in this neighborhood, you know, just kind of, I don't know. We can't go back to that other neighborhood because they got cameras and they're going to know us, and we don't want to be that person. Nobody wants to be that. So fast forward 1 year. It is now October 31st of 2008. And for some reason, I'm not booked on Halloween again. And so my girl's like, she swears up and down, oh, it's a sign. It's a sign. I'm like, it's a sign. My agent is slacky. Shout out, Matt. I know you're here. I'm sorry about that joke. You're doing a great job. Thank you for this one. I know, but that year you dropped the ball. So, but anyway. And so Frankie's mom is like, I think that, you know what? Maybe, just maybe we can make this like a tradition. You know, this could be your guys' thing. The two of you go out trick-or-treating, and then I'll stay home and give out candy. This could be your thing. I go, you know what, baby? Sounds good to me. Frankie, come on, we're going trick-or-treating. What about my mom? She's going to stay home again. Yay. So we get outside, we get in the car. I lean over and I look at Frankie and I said, Frankie, are you thinking what I'm thinking? We pull up to Walmart. We walk in. I said, Frankie, grab a cart. Follow me. And I lead him all the way to the candy section. As soon as we get to the candy section, I stop the cart and I get in his face. I said, Frankie, you have exactly 30 seconds to grab as much candy as you can. Ready? Go! Apparently, this motherfucker was training all year for this. As soon as I say, go, his arm, bam, and he starts gutting the shell. He's ripping bags of candy into the cart. He overflowed the shopping cart in 10 seconds. I firmly believe that's the first day of my diabetes. And that's a story that I've been sharing, you know, at parties and just close friends. And I just recently started telling it on stage. And he overheard me one time saying the story. And he's like, really? Still? I'm like, it's a good story. You're the hero. And that's another thing that's changed, you guys. My son Frankie is now 18 years old and 1 week away from graduation. Yeah. You guys are clapping, but he's not leaving. I've already asked him, I said, Frankie, what do you want to do with your life? Mm-hmm. Have you thought about college? Just now. I'm like, Frankie, you do realize that all you need to do is get accepted. I tell a lot of jokes. I will pay for your entire college education, no matter where you want to go. As long as you get accepted. What do you think about that? I say, if you want to go to school in California, we'll make it happen. You want to go to school out of state, we'll make it happen. I said, hell, I'll even do one of those international programs. The ones where you give them one of your children and then they give you one of their children. What is it called when you kid swap? Thank you. Sorry. That's right. Exchange. Some of you are like, that's called human trafficking. Different programs. I would love to do an exchange program with my son, but don't give me a regular kid. If I'm going to do an exchange program, give me a kid from like a hardcore third world country so that he appreciates all the basic things most American children take for granted. That's why I say, give me little Tombutu. Give me Tombutu. I would love Tombutu, and Tombutu would love me.
Mr. Fluffy,
Yes, Tombutu.
I was wondering, what time do we go to sleep?
You go to sleep whenever you like. This is your room. We sleep next door. All of this is for Tombutu? Yes, all of this is for Tombutu.
In my village, 2 families sleep in an area this big.
Well, here in America, one big-ass Mexican kid sleeps right here. Enjoy. And then I would take him to like IHOP or Denny's and let him order whatever he wants and just watch him lose it.
This is the Thanksgiving I heard of. Thank you, Mr. Fluffy. Thank you. If there is anything Tombutu can do for you, please tell me. Anything.
Can you help me take out the trash?
For you, I will eat the trash.
Meanwhile, my son's on the other side of the world on top of an elephant trying to get Wi-Fi. I go, Frankie, whatever you want to do, let's do it. Gabriel, can we go to an arcade? Arcade? Dude, you have a Nintendo Wii at your house. And then I had a flashback to 20 years ago.
¿Qué? Arcade, cabrón, tú tienes un Nintendo en la casa. You have a Nintendo at home.
I'm like, oh my God, I'm turning into my mom. Come on, dude, let's go. I take him to this big old freaking arcade, right? And I felt so out of it because I didn't know you couldn't put money in the machines anymore. I remember quarters. I'm thinking, here, $5. And he's like looking at me like, what? Go play. And he's like, he came right back. All done. I'm like, dude, I didn't know this. You have to go to another machine, put in money, and then it gives you a card. And then you swipe that card to play video games. And the game he wants to play doesn't cost a quarter. It costs $3. A game, big old machine called Dance Dance Revolution. Some of you know this game? Yeah, maybe sort of. For those of you that don't know the game, it's pretty simple. It's a dancing game, and there's a big screen, and then arrows come out to music. And whatever arrow comes out, that's the arrow you have to step on when it comes out. Kind of cool, but all the music is techno. And it's loud. I know I'm getting older because I'm like, they got to turn that down. Dance, dance, revolution, get ready. And the kids are like, I'm ready. Select music. And that's what they dance to. Ready? Go! Perfect. And the kid's like, whoa! And I'm like, I love this game, but they need to have something that's more fluffy friendly so that fluffy people and parents can hang and enjoy. We're watching this game for over an hour. I told Frankie, let's go play another game and then we'll come back where the line goes down. The line never goes down. Great. So I'm watching kid after kid after kid. And I'm like, serious? How much is it? It's $3 a dance. $3 a dance? And then I thought about it. Well, I paid $20 2 nights ago, so I guess $3 isn't that bad. Now that I think about it. Some of you are clapping, some are like, I don't get it. Yeah, whatever. Anyway. So kid after kid, then I found something out.
you can always spot that one kid who you just know is gonna grow up to be a little bit more creative than others by the way he plays the game. And all the other little kids, they know something's up. They're like, you gotta watch. When Benji plays, you gotta watch. Watch. Sure enough, here comes Benji, right? Dance, dance, revolution. Get ready.
I'm so ready.
Like, oh, it's on. Select music. Ready? Go! This dude took off. Perfect.
I know.
Like, wow. Frankie's like, I'm next. You can't follow that. You better come over here and play some Street Fighter, man. Let me show you how to throw a fireball.